And we are back. This is Inside Boxing. It's time to talk some news in terms of boxing. And I've got my man, Abolatito Yene. Maybe we should exchange gloves someday in the box. I don't want to. Don't worry. I don't want it.
We can try.
All right. So earlier in the year, we saw Caleb Plant usurping Jose Ospategi,
Yes.
and that was a huge fight, given the circumstances that Plant found himself.
Yes. It was. This was, I believe, Plant's first major test in boxing, and you know, from the, like you said, the circumstances he was fighting under. Like, unfortunately for Plant, he lost his daughter a few years back due to pneumonia. So this was very emotional for him. And even the pundits also, they said that they also brought that up at the beginning of the fight. But fortunately for him, he was able to show his mettle and win his first world title, the IBF Super Middleweight Championship. And he dedicated it to his daughter, so it was very touching. And he also proposed to his girlfriend on the night, so it was a very emotional night for him.
Well, that was big, and congratulations to Caleb Plant. And this one also is even bigger. It's the fight for the WBA World welterweight title.
Yes.
That's going to be happening between Manny Pacquiao and Adrien Broner. And
yes,
a lot has been said about this fight, especially with the fact that Adrien Broner is a talker. But then again, you have a feeling that as much as he talks, Polatito, you feel he has what it takes to back it up, especially against Manny Pacquiao.
Yes, I strongly believe so. The thing with Adrien Broner is because he's a talker, so people tend to scrutinize him more. But a lot of people tend to forget that Adrien Broner he's a 4-division world champion. He's a 4-division world champion. There are only 16 people in history to be 4-division world champions and above. And he's also the second youngest person to do that in history. But then unfortunately for him, as he moved up in weight class, he has seemed to struggle, which is expected. But then he might talk a lot, but then let's still give him his credit. He's a 4-division world champion, second youngest to do so, and he's still only 28 years old.
Absolutely.
So and he has the skills to defeat a Manny Pacquiao, especially an older Manny Pacquiao. So it's not. Even if Manny Pacquiao wins, I don't see it being a blowout win. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough fight for him as well.
I will talk about Manny shortly, but the records of Adrien Broner is quite interesting. 33 fights, 3-1, and 24 KOs, and it's just 28, just like you said. All right, so you talked about Manny's prowess, but hey, Manny Pacquiao these days is not the 31-year-old Manny. Manny is 40 these days.
Yes.
And 60 fights, 7-2. And this will be his 70th pro fight. It's unbelievable, Tito, that somebody would fight 69 times.
Yes.
And at this point, we also hear that he's a senator back home. And at the moment as well, he's doing a lot of reading. He said he's sharp. He said he doesn't even feel old at all.
Pacquiao he's different from your average ordinary boxer. I do believe he still has that level of sharpness because he was able to stop his last opponent, Lucas Matisse, even though that was his first knockout win in 9 years. So I do believe that he has. I think he's still sharp. I feel like he still poses problems for a lot of the younger fighters, and almost any other fighter in the welterweight division. But I don't think he's the same Pacquiao that he was even just 3 years ago. You know, he's a 40-year-old man. It takes his toll. Exactly. 69 fights.
Exactly. So now let's talk about that age factor and the conditioning, the stamina level, the reflex and sharpness. Who do you call this for, Twito?
In terms of
winning this particular fight, who is winning this fight for you?
It's a very tough one to call because with Adrien Broner, you never really know. Even the fights that he's lost, he's shown in sports that he's a fighter and he has heart. But a problem that Broner has is that he fights in sports. He will take some time off, and then he will rally in some rounds, and sometimes in his fights it looks like he's not doing anything.
He's just moving around.
And Pacquiao is someone that brings the pressure, brings the heat consistently.
All 12.
Yeah. But then it's really a tough one to call. It depends on which Adrien Broner shows up on that night.
But exactly, but you got to call this one now. So regardless of Adrien Broner that shows up, who's going to win this?
I believe that Pacquiao could potentially have win a tough decision over Broner.
I actually think Manny would actually win. I think Manny would win. I mean, for the sake of folklore and fairy tale and that feel-good feeling, a 40-year-old man
Manny
winning.
could potentially. I feel like it's going to be a tough decision. I don't see Manny Pacquiao stopping Broner at all. Broner has a really good chin. Pacquiao has had one knockout win in 9 years. And Broner has shown that he can take a good punch against Maidana and the likes, against Mikey Garcia even. So, you know, I see a tough decision for Pacquiao and a possible upset win for Broner.
Absolutely. We're looking forward to how that will definitely pan out. Remember, you can follow everything that's happening, in Nevada, Las Vegas on www.hotsporttv.com. And that is the lot we can take at this time in Inside Boxing. Remember that this year is where we talk about everything in terms of boxing. And sadly, I'm not going to get my hands stained. So maybe another time we'll have that boxing bar. But thank you very much, Abalatito, for coming through.
Thank you for having me.